96.3.
I don't see anything ringing.
Let's Talk Racing.
Hey, is Roger there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Can you hear him?
Hello?
Is that BJ?
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, you must have been the one that called my phone.
Yeah, first time I dialed the number, it wouldn't go through, so I just called your cell back.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there trying to set up Periscope and it started vibrating. I said, what? Anyway, everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Racing. We got BJ McLeod on the line with us. BJ, give us a quick bio about yourself and we'll get this stuff kicking and rolling.
Well, I basically been a race car driver my entire life. Started when I was 3 racing four-wheelers on a flat dirt track and switched to go-karts at age 5, raced those all the way to age 12, and then I went to super late models. And I actually still race super late models now, along with started my NASCAR career in 2010 with the fall truck race at Martinsville, and been loving that ever since. So we've done a lot of races since then. I think I have around 45 starts total. And, we've ran, I don't know, several truck races, ran like 10 or 12 Xfinity races, and then we ran one Cup race last year at New Hampshire. And then obviously we're excited about this year because we get to drive a full season in the 78 Ford.
Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
Oh, okay. It's like the quick ending. So, all right. So you got some stuff. You've got a new team started up now.
Yeah, it's still the same team, BJ McLeod Motorsports. We've, the business has been active for over 20 years, but we actually did the truck deal. We started that in 2010, and we've had that, each year. And then last year we ran a full season, did okay, and then during the off season we had a chance to expand to Xfinity with some help from buying some of the Roush cars that they have, and got some really good equipment. So we decided to go Xfinity racing this year, and we're actually going to have 2 full-time teams starting out at Daytona.
Now you're going to be driving one of the cars.
Yes, I'm going to drive the 78 full-time, and then the second car, we're actually still trying to figure out drivers for all the races, but we have Chris Fontaine in for Daytona, and we're going to go down there, run that race, and then go from there on the rest of the races to try to figure out the second car.
Cool. Have you been around Daytona many or?
Actually, the only thing I've drove at Daytona was an ARCA car and a test back in 2010. So it'll be fun going down there and getting the Xfinity car, because it was a lot of fun in the ARCA car, and those places are just cool. I mean, you pull out, put your foot on the floor, don't ever back out. Just hope for the best. So I enjoy those kind of races.
There you go.
All right. Hey, BJ, this is Collin Brown, local legend car driver here in Virginia.
Cool, man. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing great.
So I got a question. So
I'm working on it, Lori.
tell us a little bit more about your driver development program that you guys have.
Well, basically, I was a driver instructor for Finish Line Racing School out of Edgewater, Florida, from the age 19. I'm 32 now, so been doing it quite a while. And about 5 years ago now, going on 6 years, I just got I got to where I was wanting to work with the kids that we were working with at the school myself, rather than sending them to different teams. So we started the driver development team, and everything takes funding, but we wanted to make sure if somebody had funding that we could treat them right, give them good stuff, and get them the results they need, and help them make the right decisions. Because I've obviously climbed the ladder myself, and the highest I've ever gotten, like I said, I run one Sprint Cup race, but at least I got to NASCAR, and I kind of know the ins and outs of it. We could definitely help kids, and that's why we started the driver development 5 years ago, was to be able to help people out. And I love going to the racetrack, man. Like I love being a driver. I love being an owner. Like I just like all of it. So it was just better for me. It gave me more opportunities to be racing.
And so I also see where you're going to be running in the K&N. Will that be just K&N East, or are you running in both East and West Series for K&N?
Right now, we only did K&N one full year, and Scott Heckert drove for us back in 2013. And we are going to expand the team back to K&N. This year, we are not going to run any K&N. it's just going to be focused on Xfinity, and then we may do like 5 to 10 truck races somewhere in that area, and keep that going. But the goal eventually will be to get back into K&N trucks and Xfinity. So we want to do all three because I love K&N. It's just a cool series and really, really tough competition, cool cars.
Oh, BJ, jumping in.
A lot of fun. Great people work there. I love the officials. The Chris Wright, the director. I mean, he's awesome. Just enjoy running K&N also. So we're going to build the business back that direction. But right now we're focused on our Xfinity deal, and we got a new sponsor for the first 2 races, Batteries Plus and Batteries Plus Bolt.
You go, girl.
We just are really looking forward to working with them and getting this deal going and seeing how far we can take it. And just having fun, man. Loving racing.
Did I just see you sign on to the show on Periscope?
What now?
Did I see you just now sign on to the show to watch it on Periscope?
No, I'm actually, believe it or not, I was at the gym and I just ran on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Came out to call you guys, so I'm on my cell phone.
Huh. Somebody, BJ McLeod 75 or 78, something like that, signed on. I said, oh, cool.
Yeah, it may be my wife or something. You never know.
Uh-oh, she's checking up on you.
Yeah, it's like, you should have done this better. You should have done that better. She takes care of me. So she's probably her.
What do you think about the team charter system?
I'm interested to see how it goes. Obviously, you just believe it's going to be good, and I'm not in it enough to know all the ins and outs and all the criteria of it yet. And as far as payout, and I see it's 9 years long. It looks like, but I don't really know what happens after the 9 years, and we're so slammed trying to get ready for these first 5 races with Xfinity that I honestly haven't looked at everything that goes along with it. But I think no matter what, we have a great sport, and it'll just work to a good direction no matter what. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, it's your wife. She's checking up on you.
Gotcha. That's cool. Yeah.
That's the caution thing.
So what do you think about the caution clock? You think that'll help the competition or hurt it?
Me personally, I'm also a race fan, so I can talk like that. I love watching the truck series and as well as driving in it, and I kind of want the caution clock in Xfinity right now. Like I said, you always have to try stuff out to see how it actually plays out, because you can put it on paper and run hypotheses all you want, and if you don't know until you get to the track and see how it goes. But in my opinion, it's going to help some of the teams like me that had a lower budget. It should keep us on the lead lap a little bit easier than what it has been in the past, because last year there were several times that 25, 30 laps in, we were still on the lead lap, and then we'd miss a caution by 3 laps and go a lap down. And I know that you would think, well, that if you're going a lap down, it doesn't matter anyway. But we all have our own race going on, and there's people that have big corporate sponsors that can spend X amount of dollars per race, and they have every engineer you could want, all the backing you could want, and they're going to always be your winners. And then there's people like me that started a small team and is trying to build it up to that level. And that caution could possibly keep us closer to the lead lap, help us entertain our sponsors a little bit better, and maybe be able to work up to a higher level of racing for ourselves. So I'm actually really excited about it. I can't wait to see it. I think that that fans are going to love it. I'm curious to see how many more cautions it causes, because cautions breed cautions. But
yeah.
We'll see how it goes. You got the best drivers in the world running in NASCAR, and they can race it out and keep stuff going straight most of the time. So I think it's going to be extremely exciting to watch. So that's my opinion.
So with your driver development program, do you guys provide sponsors for the drivers, or do you have funded drivers come in?
Yep.
Mostly funded drivers.
Okay.
We have had some help in the past, but as you know yourself, you said you're a racer, a legend racer. It's just hard to secure sponsorship at any level.
Oh yeah.
And it takes money to be good. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, you got to have talent, you got to want it, you got to have heart, but it takes backing because this stuff is expensive. I mean, all these cars are just unbelievable, and you know the things you do and the people you have to have. You got to have great people, and it just takes money. So we have always had funded drivers run with us, but you know some of them we've been able to help out from time to time or give them breaks or things like that. It's just depends on how things fall.
When you talk about having to have good people, how many people do you employ?
I only have 6 full-time people for my Xfinity teams. Like that's now at the racetrack we'll have a total of about it's going to be around 16 to 18 total at the racetrack. But you know we only have 6 full-time people, and that's one reason I'm trying to build it up because that's nothing for an Xfinity team. And we're really short on help at the shop, but we can prepare the stuff correctly. We can get to the tracks. We can run green to checkered, not have problems, and keep building the team and try to be successful in the future. And that's what we're trying to do. So you got to start somewhere, man. And I'm not scared to climb up. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give it a shot here.
Do you have a stockpile of cars already built?
We've got a total of 14 cars that are all Roush cars, all Roush Ford Mustangs. So I got no problem there. We've got 8 of them that are complete. Everything you can put in them. So we're in good shape on equipment. That's my fun. I love owning race cars. I've still got 5 Camping World trucks and I got 5 Super Late models, and I love having that stuff. So we buy plenty of it. Make sure we got all the equipment we need. We sub out our bodies to really good body hangers. We do a lot of subbed out work. All our gears are done by Buzzy Racing, and we got a lot of good stuff going on, which allows us to only have 6 full-time people because it's pretty much assembly and setup is all we have to do at our shop. So takes care of most of it.
That's good.
Quick online question: your favorite and worst tracks you've raced at?
Favorite track, I would say because of the history of it and the way I actually felt when I walked into the place would be Indianapolis. I love speed, and that place, there's no more sensation of speed in my opinion, as far as just flat out going fast, other than going in the corner at Indy's insane. Like it's an awesome feeling, and I loved it. So that place had me for that, and then just pulling out on the track to all the 500s, Indianapolis 500s I've watched there. It was just insane to get to drive on that track last year. That's definitely right now my favorite. Also in my head is Vegas. It has Las Vegas Motor Speedway has unbelievable grip getting into turn 1 and just high bank, and it's pretty sharp, and it gives you a thrill that's pretty cool. I mean, it'll suck the cheeks down on your face, man. It'll open your eyes up. So that place is pretty cool. You can run wide open there in a truck for about 2 laps with the stuff I drove, and it's a lot of fun. So as far as worst tracks, I honestly don't have one in NASCAR. All the tracks are so developed and just, they're just fun to be on. Like, there's nothing that really, sticks out in my mind. The worst track I've ever ran on, as far as my talent level, was Birmingham International Raceway in Alabama with a Super Late model. I definitely struggled horribly there. And the track is a real cool track. It's got a lot of character, but that thing just beat me up every time I went there. The best I ever finished was 6th, but that's the one that sticks out in my mind as not the worst, but the hardest track I've ever raced on.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and let you get out of here and let you go back to having fun. And I'm going to be getting back up with you some more later because I know we talked a little bit about the Xfinity cars, but I wanted to get some more info about the trucks.
Okay, we can do that. Yep.
All right. Go ahead and give a shout out to your sponsors, and we'll let you get out of here.
Yep. Well, definitely batteriesplus.com. Check them out. They got a lot of stuff. If you need a battery, any kind of battery, check them out. If you need light bulbs of any sort, they have everything. The best thing to do is go to batteriesplus.com and check them out because it's unbelievable. They do cell phone repair. They just got so much stuff going on there. You check it out. It's a very simple website to navigate, see what all they got to offer you. And other than that, we got Extreme pH Sports Water. They're helping us out some this year. Glad to have their partnership, so be looking out for their water. It'll be coming to your stores.
Cool. All right, BJ, we'll go ahead and let you get out of here, and we'll get back with you back on here again.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you too.
Take care.
See you guys. Bye.
Okay, there's your number on the screen if you can. Oh, that might be him calling in.
Let's Talk Racing.
Hey, it's Jordan here.
Hey, Jordan, how's it going?
Good, man. What's going on?
We're talking racing, and you're getting ready to join us. That makes it even better.
Hey, perfect, perfect.
Hey, for the fans out there that are just catching you for the first time, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out, or rather, give a quick bio about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a really exciting start to the 2016 season so far. We've got a new team, new number, new sponsor heading into this year. We actually announced our plan back January 27th last month. After running the 74 truck last year, I got teamed up with Jeff Bolin. We formed Bolin Motorsports this year. We run the number 66. We're going to have a full season campaign on the truck series this year. And we'll have Columbia, South Carolina on the truck for primaries for half the season and associate for the other half. So got some really good stuff going on. It's been exciting, really. It's been a crazy 2 months putting all these things together and putting all the pieces together. And actually still here at the shop tonight, getting ready for a Daytona. We'll leave next week. So everything's coming together, though. It's pretty amazing.
Cool beans. How's the changeover doing for you?
It's been good. You know, that deal last year, that's really a race-by-race season we had. We went to Daytona last year with just the plans of running Daytona. That's all I had funding for. That was all that Mike Harmon and I agreed to do. And we ran Daytona last year, and then we went to Atlanta, and we finished 23rd, and then we went to Kansas after that and finished 18th. And we just said, all right, well, we're just going to keep going and going and going and run it race by race. And as long as we don't tear the truck up, you know, I'll keep running. And that's what we did. And just a phenomenal season last year. We had that 13th at Michigan, the 16th at the road course. Really a humbling experience to kind of do a throwback to what NASCAR was really done on. I had a 40-foot gooseneck dually pulling the truck, and you know, we went to the racetrack, cross-country travel. I drove to Canada by myself. Me and two other guys would hop in the hauler. We went to Vegas and Phoenix out west, and a lot of hard work last year, and just really sometimes just doing all we could just to make it the racetrack every week. So the thing I'm most excited about this year is just really stepping our performance up. We've got 3 trucks in the shop right now. They're all 2007 Hopkins chassis with new bodies on them. We're going to have R07 motors to start the season off with. So I think if we can keep all our ducks in a row and keep everything lined up, I think we'll be competing for hopefully some top 20 finishes and kind of break our way into the top 15 if we can keep things going in the right direction. But I'm excited about it. You know, we got a new shop. We just did a deal yesterday. We're going to have a 53-foot hauler and a semi to pull this. We're going to have a primary and a backup going to Daytona. So, I mean, this is what I've dreamed about since I was 7 years old, is running a full season in NASCAR. And this is actually the first time in my entire career where I've got an opportunity to run a full season in anything. I never ran a full season in dirt late models, asphalt super late models, legend cars. I just never had the funding and means to do it because I only ran for what sponsorship I had. This is the first time I've ever been able to run a full season. So it's pretty amazing to have this opportunity.
Well, hopefully you don't have to drive the hauler down. You get to relax.
Yeah, I'm actually working on getting my CPO so I can drive this thing. So I haven't given up on the hauler driving just yet.
Good.
All right, hey Jordan, this is Collin Brown, local legend car driver in Virginia.
Hey man, what's up?
Good, just waiting on the race season to start.
I hear you. Right around the corner.
Yeah. So, how has majoring in business management helped you been able to attract sponsors and also help you been run a race team and all that kind of stuff?
It's been a big part of it, and that was one thing growing up. When I was racing Bandoleros, legend cars, all through high school, that my parents challenged me that I had to keep A's and B's in school to keep racing. So education was always put before racing, and that's what I ended up doing. I went ahead to Bell and Abbey here in the Charlotte area, got a BA in business management with a minor in motorsports marketing, a 4-year degree, and looking back, I'm just so thankful that I went ahead and did that because it's really played a crucial role in understanding the sport because NASCAR really has evolved much like every other sport. You look at the NFL and NBA and MLB, all these sports are really driven by business. There's the sport is actually half of the business model, the other half is marketing and putting partnerships together. So there's a lot of different things that go into making a race team work, and the big part of it is the funding, but the other half is the business side of it, making a budget and staying to that budget and realizing, how can I make X amount of dollars last along, for a season. And I mean, that was one thing I always did when I would go racing. There would be guys that would rent a ride, or they would go to somebody else, and I always owned my own equipment because that was just how I could race more. I did not necessarily have the latest and greatest and nicest stuff, but I owned my own stuff and could go to the racetrack and I could run more races that way. And that was a lot of the things I learned in business, is just kind of how to take X amount of dollars and make it last or double it up. So it's been a big part of my life. Really thankful for it, and especially now. I mean, this is a brand new team we've got that basically started from the ground up. We moved in our shop about 7 days ago. And, so it's been a 24/7 job just getting things set up in here, but we've got 5 full-time employees right now, so kind of understanding how to make that work and keep things going and keep the team paid and the budget moving in the right direction. There's a lot of moving pieces to it that I learned in college.
So, what would you say are some goals that you and your team wish to accomplish this year in order to say that you've had a great and successful first season?
I think a really good season for us would be one to qualify for every race. With us being a new team, we've got no provisional, no points from last year, new number, new team. So obviously qualifying for every race is going to be big for us. And then secondly, I think our goal for every race is going to be to finish within the top 20. So that's going to be one of our goals. Our third goal is to finish every race. That was one of the big things last year, how we had some really good finishes. We're staying out of trouble. Through the attrition of some of these races, drivers either wrecking or the truck falling apart, whatever it might be, is to finish every race. And then, we have goals and aspirations of making our trucks better as the season goes on and building it up and finishing, top 15 and then maybe some top 10s here and there. We had that 13th place finish in Michigan last year, and that was like a win. So if we can pull off, some more finishes like that and get a top 10 here and there, that would be a really good season for us.
So what role does your religion play in your life, and how do you tie in your race opportunities with your faith and to talk to other people about it?
Yeah, my faith has been at the forefront of my life since I was 6 years old. I tell people all the time, I accepted Christ at 6, and I started racing at 7. So they've been really hand in hand in how I've handled so much. And anybody that's involved in racing can relate to how hard this sport is. There is no other sport where you can experience the highs and the lows in such a short amount of time. You can go to the racetrack one week and have your best finish of the year, and the very next week, just like we had it happen last year, my best finish of the year was in Michigan, finished 13th, and go to Bristol the next week, and I didn't even make the show. So, racing has the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and, how do you handle those things and get through life? And, certainly my journey to this point in my racing career hasn't been easy. I come from a middle-class family without a lot of money, so there's been a lot of struggle and, working hard to get to this point. My faith has played a huge part in that, just knowing that God had a plan for my life, and I always felt called that, my platform in this world was to be a race car driver, and that's what I felt called to do, and it's what I've always had a passion for. I've always had a passion for race car driving and being a NASCAR driver, and it's just something that I've pursued after. And I think the ability to stay focused on that goal and not give up and realize that, just because there's trials and tribulations, and not to give up has come through my walk and through my faith. So I think a lot of that has stemmed from that. And at the same time, it's been an incredible platform for me to share my faith and to share my story, whether it's through Twitter, Facebook, on social media, hopefully providing people encouragement. And one of the things that I've looked at this year that I never really thought about is, hopefully be a role model for other kids out there that I was once a 7-year-old racing go-karts, once a 13-year-old racing legend cars, once a 17-year-old racing late models, that even though you don't have the millions of dollars behind you, it is still possible to get to this level in this sport just through a lot of hard work, a lot of faith, and just a never give up attitude. And so it's going to be cool to be able to have that platform this year, continue to grow.
Got any questions for him, Lori?
That's cool. So, what's your opinion on the caution clock this year?
I really like it. Me personally, I grew up racing legend cars, and legend car racing consists of a lot of 20-lap shootouts and running hard to the finish, and that's what this is going to be this year. A lot of restarts, close racing, a lot of strategy is going to be called into this deal with the caution clock. And the team's taking 4 tires, 2 tires, fuel, no tires, so I really like it. It's going to be good for smaller teams like myself, because where we got really hurt last year was long green flag runs and having to come in and pit on our green flag. And if you don't have the best, pit crew, you lose 2-3 laps under green flag conditions. So I like it. I think it's going to make the racing even better. And I just actually am happy that NASCAR is trying things. I love change. A lot of people don't like change, but I'm excited about it. It's something new. And I'm looking forward to it. Same thing with the chase for the series. I think it's just going to add another element to strategy, to people trying to figure out to make that top 8 there towards the end of the year. So I think it's going to be cool to see how that shakes out.
And with South Carolina being your sponsor, what's one thing that you can say to people about why they should visit South Carolina?
Yeah, so we've got Columbia SC will be our primary sponsor this year. Columbia is actually my hometown. Columbia is where I grew up. It's where my team owner grew up, in the Columbia area. And it's got a lot of great things going on. It's a great community, number one. But at the same time, the community has a lot of great small businesses that are there, family-run businesses, whether it's restaurants, places that they've got Riverbank Zoo, one of the nicest zoos in the country there. We've got 3 rivers that intersect and meet right there in Columbia. The Vista, they got some of the greatest restaurants and bars in the area. So it's a really awesome place to visit. A lot of history there with the way Columbia was founded in one of the original cities of our country. So a lot of history there, but at the same time, it's a really progressive city. A lot of cool restaurants and places to visit.
We got a couple of things from online. By the way, Lori said she says, good thing that you never give up, and she will be seeing you here this weekend. Something about your Coca-Cola is upside down, oh, that's us. Never mind. It's the way that the graphics are on the material. It flips all over the place. Anyway, and also, what's your favorite track from online?
My favorite track on the truck circuit this next year, I have to say I'm looking forward to the road course is going to be a blast. But then Charlotte's one of my favorite tracks. It was cool. I grew up racing legend cars in Charlotte. Looking forward to returning there. So, but then again, it's a hard pick because Daytona. I didn't get to race there last year. We had the show in Daytona, so I'm looking forward to us making the show in Daytona this year. That's going to be a big one on my list, making sure that's going to be special to be there.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let you get out of here. Go ahead and do a shout out to the sponsors, and I'll get you back on here again when you got some more time with the team.
Hey, definitely, man. Appreciate you guys having me on. As far as what we've got going on this year, I hope to have more time to be more involved in my social media, whether it's Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. Have some more time to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. With what Columbia, South Carolina has done, they've really given me free reign to our marketing campaign this year to let me control the direction of it. So we got some cool stuff I'm working on. I got a show truck I'm building right now. Look for some cool videos of that. Maybe some burnouts through downtown Columbia. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely, if everybody stays following up what I got going on this year, got some exciting things in the way.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go, and like I said, we'll catch you next time.
All right, guys. I certainly appreciate it. See you in Daytona.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye.
Lori said he could probably talk forever if we let him. Yeah, Lori, the material on there, if you notice, also NASCAR is right side up and upside down. So, what can I say? It's material.
Maybe it's right side up on this side.
What can we say? Well, they're talking about the Coca-Cola logos that are on there,
Well, they're not giving you any money, so.
Yeah, no.
What do you want for nothing?
It looked good at the fabric store, and it was, relatively cheap, and it looks good for race show. What the hell? Who we got? We got Cody on the line.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good.
I'm glad you guys had me on. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, I heard we're going to have to do coaching for you and everything, but it's nice to have you get the chance to get out there and talk to people. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Cody, to everybody, and give a short bio about your racing career, and then we'll continue on with that.
All right, sounds good. My name's Cody Lane. I'm 20 years old. I started racing when I was 4 years old. Been a very, very long road. Just kept working my way up. Moved up to the Bandolier and Legend Series after I did the go-karts. Got a bunch of wins going up against the big boys, and decided to move up to the next class. We moved up to the Oklahoma Modifieds, ran in Tennessee, did very well with that. I got a bunch of wins and running with the big boys again. And finally, we moved down to Florida and we ran the Super Late models, did very well. Running with Wayne Anderson, Dick Anderson, all the big names, running all over the country with them. And we were just tired of not getting my name out there. We wanted to get to the next step and become a legend, and that's what I'm trying to do. So we moved up to the ARCA series, got my clearances, all that, with Joe Wells and everything. And we just kept moving up, and now we're moving into the truck series, got all my approval for that. So we got approved for everything in our mile, and we're going to shoot for Martinsville coming up April 2nd and see what we can do.
Hey Cody, this is Collin Brown, legend car driver here in Virginia. So, so tell us about your plans with oval stock cars versus open wheel road racing, and which path do you think you'll pursue the most?
Well, that's the thing. I grew up in go-karts on my first 4 or 5 years of racing was road course racing and go-karts, and I really love that. If I had an open checkbook now, it'd probably go to the Formula One or IndyCar series, just because that's what I like the best. But being in these stock cars, and definitely it helps you get an idea of how much the car weighs, and throwing it into the corner, you definitely feel the weight and you feel the power. So it definitely helps out when you're running with these big guys, because you get to go up against the best of the best in the world. So you definitely get a chance to show who you got and show your equipment.
So, what are some of your goals for this season, and what would you feel like you need to accomplish in order to have a positive season?
Well, that's the thing, is my goals really for this 2016 season is just to really stay focused on the races that we're going to run, and just do the best we can with the crew that we have. We got teamed up with Tiger Tom Pistone, and we're just going to race out of his shop, and we're actually going to be doing a new age driver development, new age motorsports, and just we're going to be renting legend cars all the way up to Xfinity cars. So we're going to do a bunch of racing and try and get my name out there as much as possible, and see if we can't get to the racetrack. But that's my really goal for the 2016 season, is just to really get my name out there and just be consistent on every race that we do, and just give these guys that's going to be renting the cars from us the best equipment that we can, and hopefully they just enjoy racing as much as I do.
Now, quick question for you. Now that you're in a minority situation where you're an owner-driver, how's that feel to you?
It's going to be an awesome opportunity, because I believe I am the youngest owner in the Camping World Truck Series, and on top of it, going to be the driver. So it's definitely going to be an exciting experience with us. So I'm going to really enjoy and just take one step at a time and hopefully make it to the top.
Now, tell us a little about your dad. How does he figure in with all this?
Oh, my dad's been behind me ever since I turned 4 years old and put me in a go-kart. It's been an awesome journey with him, and just I couldn't say thanks enough to him. And it's been a very, very long road, and he's gotten me to wherever I wanted to go. He's been behind me ever since, and whatever step I wanted to go to, he's been right there behind me, and he has a little upholstery shop, so that's kind of what funded all this. So we're moving into the truck series. We got a couple people like Tiger Tom and other people that's going to be behind us on trying to find sponsors, so we can see about getting us to Martinsville and the other tracks that I'm going to be running. So it's definitely an honor to have my dad behind me, and an honor to have Tiger Tom, but it's going to be an awesome year.
Okay. With all the stuff you got going on, now did you tell everybody who you had for crew chief coming in with you?
For crew chief, I'll be having Tony Furr. He'll be my crew chief at Martinsville, and hopefully some more races to come on. But right now, it's we're gonna have Tony Furr for a crew chief at Martinsville, and see how we can do against the big boys.
Awesome. You got anything more, Tony?
How many races? You say you've got a little bit of a plan right now. How many races are you trying to get in as of now without any additional sponsors?
We're really shooting for Martinsville coming up, and maybe Iowa after that, and then what really it depends on how well I do at those tracks. If they clear me for the next size track, we'll move up. It just kind of depends on how our situation's going to go, but yeah, we'll just keep doing one track at a time, and hopefully make it to the bigger tracks. So.
What do you think of the caution clock rule in the truck series and about the charter team?
I actually really like the new rule of the caution and the 20 minutes deal, just because you got the bigger guys, you got Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, who run those races, and it's just not fair to these smaller teams that come into it, because it can be 40, 50 laps into the race and they're ahead, and it doesn't give a chance for all the guys up in the back to make it to the front, because they're going laps down and they're going so many laps down. It gives you a chance to bunch them back up and go racing again. And it definitely, I like it better, and I think it's going to be a good idea. I've been seeing a bunch of people don't like it, but I think it's going to be a good deal, and it's going to give the fans a good show of what they used to see.
Do you have any concerns about the number of additional restarts and bunching the cars up that could also potentially cause more accidents? And, you know, again, the smaller teams maybe can't afford to destroy cars 1 week after another.
Yeah, that's another aspect I've been hearing also. I mean, we're just going to try and keep our cars clean and just go racing as cleanly as possible, and that's how every driver is out there. You might do a wheel spin and you just get into somebody. It happens. I mean, it's racing. It's something that happens. That's the biggest thing is with me. If I get into somebody, I'm going to go up to them and apologize for it, because I know they spun their tires. It's not something I caused. It's just something that always happens at the restart. So it's definitely something that we're going to have to get used to, and just go forward with it and just see how it goes.
Okay.
So with your driver development and rental program, what different series will that encompass?
We're going to be doing a lot of different types of racing. We're going to start out pretty much, we're wanting to start them pretty young. Like, we can bring them in and start out in go-karts and then just work their way up to the legends, and then we got pro trucks, sportsmen, super late models, then the trucks, and then I even got ARCA cars, and we're just going to kind of do them in every level, whatever level they want to do it in, and just work with them, and definitely do some on-tan stuff so they get a feel of what they're working with, and just get them in every car that they can, so they're not just running go-karts and they get jumped up to a bigger class. That we want them to go from go-karts to legends to pro trucks to sportsmen, and just work their way up slowly when we feel that they're ready. So we're definitely going to have a bunch of cars that we're going to be going with, and hopefully we can get some drivers to come with us and on our driver development program.
How many different people can you support at one time, as far as if you've got, let's say, one or two that want to do go-karts, one or two that want to do legend cars, and also other people that maybe want to go to a different track? How many different places can you go at one time?
That's the thing, is we got a bunch of people behind us. We got plenty of equipment. When we got joined forces with Tiger Tom, he has countless legends, and I believe he has like 14, 15 legends, and we got a bunch of go-karts, and we got some pro trucks and sportsmen, and couple super late models, and a couple Camping World trucks. So we got a lot of equipment, and we got a lot of people behind us for crew, and we're just going to take it one race at a time and get the people what they want, and hopefully they go fast in our driver development.
Sounds good.
Well, we're going to have Tiger calling in just a little bit with us, Cody, and we'll have him going, and we'll keep you live.
Okay, sounds great.
No, that way.
I'd like to also throw out there also that we're the New Age Motorsports and Driver Development team is going to be working with the organization in Charlotte. It's called Boys to Men. It's an organization of boys that just didn't have the right situations at the right time with them, and we're going to be working with them and have them work on the cars and just get a feel of that. No matter what, hard work and dedication can pull off, and if you keep your nose clean and everything, that we're going to show you that a small team can make it. So that's what we're definitely going to be working with, is the Boys to Men organization, and just bringing them in and working on them and teaching them a lot of things about the cars, and just pretty much the whole aspect. We got a lot of, we're going to be even teaching them how to do construction and do all these things to keep their nose clean, because we're going to be moving into the shop and doing a lot of cleanup and everything, so it's definitely going to be a hands-on experience to teach them everything that we know, and hopefully they take it for the good and become part of this team.
Good.
Now, you need to get somebody that's going to help you out on your social media, I think.
Yeah, we have a lady right now. Her name is Trish Pearson, and she's going to be doing my social media stuff and PR marketing stuff. So we got her behind us. So we're really excited to have her on board, and I think it's going to be a great year in 2016. And we're getting all the people behind us. We got Tiger Tom, we got my dad, we got Trish, we got so many people behind me. I just couldn't say thanks enough to on how we're going to get this 2016 season off the ground.
Cool. Well, before Tiger calls in, why don't you go ahead and do a shout out to the sponsors you're working with so far?
Yeah, we got a lot of people that's behind us. We got so many behind us. I'm down here in Florida. We got Antoinetti Marine. We got so many guys. We got this DP Plumbing, and they're just helping us out. We got A&B septic tanks that are behind us. We got so many people. We got Excalibur that's going to be doing like our pit crew. We got just my dad's upholstery shop. I just couldn't say thanks enough to everybody. We got Illusion Wraps who does my wraps, and we got so many people behind us. I just couldn't say thanks enough to everybody, and just want to keep going on in our 2016 season, and hopefully it's a good year.
When are you anticipating moving back up to Florida, by the way? I mean, up to Carolina.
I'm sorry, I missed that. You were breaking up right there.
So when are you going to be moving up to Carolina, to Tigers?
We're actually going to be moving up in a week or so. That's what we're getting figured out. We're staying swamped at my dad's upholstery shop, so we're trying to get the money up so we can move up there next week sometimes and just start moving everything up there and just start racing out of Tiger Tom's shop.
Cool.
Let's talk racing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Tiger.
I hear you got Cody on there.
Yeah, we got Cody. We're going to have to quieten him down so we can talk to you now, because he wants to keep on going.
Well, then talk. That's what we need.
Now, I told him we were going to go ahead and get you on here. Now, I hate to do this because there's no way for anybody like you to give a short bio about your racing career.
Well, I couldn't do that, Roger.
I said with you, it's always hard to tell you to do a short bio about yourself and your racing career.
That's not too hard.
Okay, well, try it. Give it a shout.
No, well, I want to talk about on our team. See, I've been looking for a young driver that I want to climb the ladder with. and finish my years out with. And I think I found one, and I think we're going to climb the ladder together because Cody and his father, they are real good people, and their whole heart is in this, and that's what it's going to take.
Okay. Do me a favor, Tiger. Try to talk up a little bit for me, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did this come about? How did y'all wind up meeting each other?
Kevin texted me. He texted me a messenger on my cell phone, and I texted him back, and I was shocked that he knew all about me.
That's
and
right.
He blames me for him being in racing. So I didn't know that because we could have been together 10 years ago. Because that's how long that he knew me.
Uh-huh.
And he's been talking to my daughter Chrissy for the past year and a half, and I didn't even know that either, because if I'd known that, I would have contacted him a year and a half ago. So now, the time is real short. We got April the 2nd to get ready, and we got a whole bunch of work to do, and every day counts right now. In fact, every hour counts right now.
Well, I'm sure you're of the mindset you're going to be able to get things coordinated and get him to the best point he needs to be to get started.
Yeah, it's going to take some time. They're going to start moving up here next Wednesday, and we're going to get the shop all ready. We're going to have a nice shop. Everything around the shop will be first class, and we're going to welcome anybody that wants to come. They can come inside the shop and see what we're doing. It's not one of these places where you have to stand outside a glass. You'll come in and meet us, on and on. You can meet us and talk to us. So we're going to invite anybody that wants to come up there to see us.
Hey, Tiger Tom, this is Collin Brown, local legend car driver here in Virginia.
Yeah, Colin.
So, so tell us what stands out about racing back at Soldier Field, and what gave you the idea to take it to the next level and racing against people down south?
Well, in Chicago, I ran there and I won 5 championships, and then Soldier Field went to NASCAR, and they moved me up. So I sold my car to Fred Lorenzen, and Fred Lorenzen followed me down here, but he didn't do too good, and he went back home. See, I came down in 1955, and I didn't leave. My family stayed in Chicago until 1968, and then my wife sold the house, and I picked her and the kids up, and we came down south, and we've been here ever since.
So I'm sure there was a lot of people that saw the American Figures NASCAR episode and remember a race and remember seeing you and on it. And how did you enjoy having those guys for a visit? And how did they end up finding out about you?
The Hall of Fame, Buzz McKinn, he told them about me, and they come in there and they bought a few good items, which I didn't want to sell. But when you need money, you sell anything.
Stickers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have got to see that episode, Tiger. Somebody told me the other week we were talking about it, and it had just played like the day before too.
Yeah, it was on recently again.
Yeah.
It was on there again?
Yeah, it's they re-show episodes, and it was on there again recently.
Oh, okay.
You're just a popular guy.
Yeah, Roger, we're going to be a lot of help, Roger. The old story. When people call into you, we need a sponsor. That's the famous word, right?
There you go. Gotta pull them in. Gotta pull them in.
Yeah, got to pull them in. But right now, we got our main concern on Martinsville, and we want to go there, and we want to do good. Then our next race will probably be Iowa, because we have to climb the ladder from a half mile to 3/4 to a mile. So you climb the ladder
Oh yeah.
when you're a rookie.
So that way you get qualified.
Yeah, NASCAR won't let you run a 2 mile, 2.5 mile.
You know Brett Bodine, you can go over and twist his arm.
You know what, Brett? Roger, I gave him his ride with the Thomas Brothers Ham Company. I helped that guy out so much it make you sick. You go talk to him, and he looks at you like he don't even know you.
Hey, if you got any old invoices for him, go bring them to him.
He forgot about it. I'm telling you something. He forgot all about it. And there is no favors with this kid. He's 100% NASCAR, buddy, all the way. And he runs by the rule book. You know, it shocked me. I couldn't believe it. I even asked his brother Jeff. I said, "What is wrong with him?"
He didn't get brought up right. I don't know.
No.
How are you guys getting your name out there as far as for the development side? I'm sure that is going to help as far as bringing money into the shop and all, but how are you guys getting your name out there as a development team and the different series that you guys can put drivers in?
Well, Trish Pearson that Cody and Kevin hired for our marketing, she's pretty good, real good at her, and she's gonna do most of it with Kevin, Cody's father.
Okay.
And Cody's father is pretty sharp on that, and he's a good talker. I thought I talked a lot. You ought to hear him.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I've already talked with him on the phone, so I don't know.
He talks more than I do.
I tell you, I'll find out when I get to Martinsville for y'all's race.
Yep, right.
So,
Well, we got Cody taken care of. We got some lodging for him. Like one of my friends has got a condo in Daytona. They're gonna put him up. So we got things going well. We got things going.
So, you've been around legend cars, working on them for a long time. What is it about the legends that you enjoy and staying active by working and building these cars?
Well, the worst thing I did, I got in one 25 years ago, and when you drive them things, it's like driving a midget. You have to shoot you to come back in. That's how good these cars are. They're a big disease. Take my word for it. They're a big disease, and it's a good stepping stone for young drivers, because the car has got these hard tires on them, and they're hard to drive. And it really gives you a good lesson. Look at all the guys in NASCAR right now that drove legend cars. There's quite a few. And they're all on top drivers, too. Kyle Busch, Kyle and Kurt and David Reagan, and Reed Sorensen. I could keep out Joey Logano. And I worked with most of them guys. And that's the reason why I like the legend cars. I worked with Stevie Wallace. I worked with Mark Martin's kids. I worked with Brooke Smith's grandson. I worked with Graham and Mike Joy's kid, Scott. So I worked with quite a few. And Rick Henry's son, Ricky, he drove a legend car too. And there's so many different people. And just like Bill Simpson, he drove one too. And Jimmy France, the CEO of NASCAR drove them cars too.
Huh.
Oh
cool.
Goodness! Now, Cody, what do you got to say to the man we got on the other line there?
I just want to say thanks enough to him, and I know it's going to be a great year to be teamed up with him, and just can't wait for everything to happen in this 2016 season, and can't wait to go racing with him at Martinsville, and more races to come.
Oh boy.
Does he got to talk as much as his dad does?
No, he's a good talker. What's good, he's not a know-it-all. He's not a smart ass. You follow me?
Not yet, but if
A lot of guys are real cocky when you talk to them. Take my word for it. And and they think they know it all. So you can't teach guys like that. It's impossible. And believe me, I've worked with a lot of drivers, and you guys know that.
yeah. Now, what's going to happen to him? He's going to be hanging around with you, and you do know it all.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach him. If he don't listen, I'm going to pound his head.
Oh.
And I told his father today, I says, I don't want to lose you. I says, because now people are going to get to know you, and they're going to want to take you away from me. And I says, this is my last chance. I'm going to put all my marbles into it. Everything I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything into it full heart. That's all I'm going to concentrate on. And I told Kevin today, I said, I don't want you guys leaving me. And he promised me, he says, Tom, we're family. So I'm taking his word, I'm taking Cody's word, because like I said, this is my last chance. And I want to do it the right way.
I mean, I'm really glad, because I've known you for a while now, that you're really passionate about this kid, and I like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. 100%. And like I told you, he's a good kid, and we're gonna stop calling him a kid.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. He's already 2 years past being 18.
That's what I'm talking about. Now he's a man, right? No, 21. 21 was a man, right?
Depends on who you go by. But most parents says, okay, you're 18, you're a man, you can go out and get your own job.
Yeah, you're right, but I never felt that way. I've been close to my kids. I've never told my kids that. Never. No, sirree.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things I like. You guys are always a nice, good, knit family. Bringing Cody and Kevin in with you guys as well, you're just adding to your family. And as long as you keep growing it that way, you're going to have one heck of a family.
Well, it's up to, like I say, it's up to Cody and it's up to Kevin to keep this thing together, because I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying here, I'm ready, and we got to start moving on right away, because time is real short. So
Yeah.
again, like I say, we got to find some money for tires. That's the biggest asset we got right now, tires.
Well,
You had Jordan, didn't you have Jordan Anderson around there a little while ago?
yeah.
Yeah, we ran him in the legend cars. He was a good driver, a great driver.
Yeah,
And I told him years ago that he was wasting his time running that dirt car, and he wouldn't listen to me. So he wasted 4 years, as far as I'm concerned. He was ready 4 or 5 years ago to go big time.
well,
Like I told you, they don't listen.
you need to carry a bigger stick.
No, I'm glad now that I found Cody, so I don't have to, look around no more and beg people, and tell them what we need to do. That begging is hard. It's hard to beg people. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Hard.
Well, it's like the old saying, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Nobody ever operates by that ratio. You're supposed to listen more than you talk.
Yeah, right. See, like, so I put it on Facebook and Twitter. I said, okay, all you guys that owe me money, let's come up.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's I said, all you guys, all you big multi-millionaire guys that I help, all the big guys, they know who they are. I said, come on up with some money, buddy. So we're gonna see how much they help me.
Gonna have the Tiger Top. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know one guy that's gonna help me real good. That's Richard Childress. I know that for a fact.
That's great.
That's cool.
Need the Tiger Collection Agency to get kicked in.
No, he's been a great friend to me for years and years and years. And he knows it. I supported him when he was broke, and he knows it. He used to have 2 nickels to rub. He used to go to the auction and sell parts. That's how broke he was.
Yeah.
Yep. How things change, huh?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, all drivers should go through that. Then know that and understand it, where it comes from, and to start from barely with nothing, and then actually physically work for what they get.
Right. David Reagan's another big supporter of mine. We got his legend car, and we're going to take care of it for him for the summer shootouts. That's the only obligation I got, and I'm going to concentrate on David, on the summer shootout at Charlotte. We're going to run that 10-race deal we're going to run on Tuesday night with David Reagan.
That's good.
That's cool.
Good. Yeah, I know you and David have been friends for a good long time as well.
Right. He's good people, him and his father, Ken. Great people.
Yeah, that's yeah. I remember when we were in Martinsville talking together. Wasn't that his dad that you and I were hanging out with?
No, that was Joe McGovern. Okay. Oh yeah, Kenny Regan. Yeah, that's right. Kenny was one. I went down there with Kenny. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You're right.
I thought I lost it.
Yeah, I was with Kenny, his wife, and Adam. And you and I walked through the whole pit, didn't we? How many times?
Oh God, I couldn't even count. If I had my fitness watch on, I'd probably put in 50,000 steps. You're hard to keep up with. You're spry. You're kick butt.
I don't know. We're going to see how many friends I got.
Okay.
We're going to see. We're going to see.
Oh.
I'm gonna list all the good ones and all the bad ones on this year's trip.
Well, I hope that you get all the good things that you deserve to take and get Cody going and make this a really good endeavor with you guys.
Well, that's what it's going to take. Exactly what it's going to take. And I can't wait to get started.
Hey, you
I'm
know...
already started. I'm already started. I shouldn't say that. I'm already started.
Hey, here's what you need to do. Get Trish on your social media. Grab all those old invoices that are still open and have her start posting them on each of the people's Facebook pages.
Hey, Roger, you'd be shocked. There's one guy, I don't know if he wants me to mention his name or not. 40 years ago, he gave me a bad check for $4,000 and $8,000 in parts. Do you know he's paying me $1,000 a month for the last 3 months? This is 40 years ago. And I don't think he wants me to mention his name. It's one of the Grand National drivers. And quite a few of them has come up so far. I mean, quite a few of them. You'd be surprised, Roger, how many guys are paying me.
That's good. I mean, if they're starting to put some of that stuff back in there, they should.
There's over 1.5 million on the books, Roger. Over 1.5 million.
Wow.
Hey, get Trish on it.
I mean, some good teams to owe me money. Big teams owe me money. And I'm going to hit them real hard in the next past year. I'm going to go face to face with them.
There you go.
And see what they said. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I got nothing to lose. What am I going to lose?
Go run.
Like Ronnie Grayson said on Facebook. What are they going to do, Tom? We're too old. Are they going to eat us?
Tell them you're going to bring down some leg breakers from Chicago. They don't come across with the money.
I don't need them.
I think you go down to Daytona and just have your envelopes and just go by and visit everybody and drop off who has one that they owe you.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You hit it right on the head. You'd be shocked if you knew all the people that owe me. You'd be shocked.
I would guess to say probably everybody.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tom. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get out of here. And what have you been thinking about all this stuff they're going to be doing now? You got the stuff with the trucks. We asked Cody earlier about this 20-minute deal, and
I don't know how that's going to work, to tell you the truth. I don't know, but we're going to find out. You know, NASCAR is not stupid people. They wouldn't be where they're at today. So you can't knock NASCAR. You know what I mean? There's no way you can knock NASCAR. You know, you got to be with them. You're not with them to get out. See, I've been with NASCAR since 1955, and I wouldn't do nothing else but run NASCAR. And Bill France Sr., in 1966, he gave me a lifetime membership with NASCAR. That's how great this NASCAR people are. You know, I got a hard card since 1966 for me and my wife. You know what that's worth? France Sr. gave him a hard card.
a lot.
It's a lot of money.
That's right. That's exactly right. And I can go to any race I want. Any race free of charge. You follow me?
Yeah.
Not many guys can do that. There's not many. And Ron Baker from ARCA, he gave me a lifetime membership in ARCA. See, so it's working out. These guys are really helping me out. And Jimmy France, especially. Jimmy France is a real close friend of mine. You know, the France family has always been good to me. You know, I would have never made it without the old man. I would have never made it. So these people should quit knocking NASCAR and join them. You know, if you don't like them, get out. That's what I always say. Get out, go someplace else. You know, make room for some people that like NASCAR. You know what I mean? All these guys that
Hey,
criticize.
Trish, I've had
They
him
ought to be ashamed of themselves.
on shows before, and he'll talk for at least an hour straight. By the way, Trish has been checking out and watching too.
Trish has been doing what?
She's been watching you on the show here, listening in.
I asked her, I texted her, I said, how tall are you? She says 5'8". I said, well, I'm going to have to go buy 4-inch heels.
There you go.
I saw a picture of her. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's over here laughing. We're doing Periscope too, so I'm able to watch what
Stay away
she's.
from her. Stay away from her, Roger.
I'm not near her. She's watching us. Now, if she's at Martinsville, then you're in trouble.
They tell me she's real hot looking.
She seems to be very nice. I enjoyed talking to her the other day.
Oh, okay, good. Yes, she can do a lot for us. I know she is. She's better.
She's telling everybody that you're a mess.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
All right, look.
maybe you should go to A&E and see if they'll be interested in putting your adventure in a like weekly series or something like that, much like the American Pickers.
Well, let's get Chris to do it for me.
There you go.
There you go, Trish. You already got another project on the plate now. Go to A&E and get something rolling. The life and times of Tiger Tom and all his mess. Tiger.
I told David Reagan about her today because we're trying to get a hot pass for her. And he said, is she good? I said, they tell me she's the best. I said, maybe she could do some work for you.
Yeah, we've already got somebody saying, how about a Duck Dynasty crossover?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, like I say, Roger, we need every one of you. That's all I can tell you. We need every one of you. Did Jordan tell you how he got to start racing?
He probably did, but I don't remember everything he told us.
I know it. He forgets.
Well, you tell us.
Huh?
You tell us.
Well, like I say, he's a good driver.
Okay.
I hear he's got a good ride for this year. So things are going his way. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Oh.
Okay, Cody, let's go to work.
That sounds good. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
All right, we'll catch y'all later then, okay?
All right,
Okay,
hey, guys. I appreciate you having me on here.
All right. We will
Good luck with
Yeah.
everything.
Good luck, guys.
And we'll make sure we keep in touch with you guys.
Yeah.
All righty, Tom. I'll see you Friday.
Did you hear him, Tom?
I think he's back to work already. He's not waiting.
Yeah, I think
When he says he's
worked
going,
hard. He's probably going back to work already.
that's what I said. When he said he's going to work, he's not waiting. He's going to work.
Oh, God. All right,
Good
Cody.
talking to you.
yeah.
We'll be getting up with you. I hope to catch up with you guys at Martinsville, and we'll just sit down and have some fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll go out and have something to eat that night.
All right, sounds great. We'll see you at Martinsville. I appreciate you guys.
All righty. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Phew. That was bad. My doggone phone died, and I didn't even say it was low on battery. It just said shutting down.
So Periscope just kind of bottomed out.
Yeah, it went caca. Somebody was asking me online what happened to the show.
Didn't pay our bills. We're out
Oh,
of here.
Didn't pay cell phone bill.
I don't think batteries are part of that. That sucks. I have that extended battery charger for it too. Oh. Okay, let's not put it in the right way. No, let's stick it on a regular charger.
Did you sign off, or are you?
No, we're still going live
Okay,
on the
all right.
stream.
All right. What else we got? Are you serious about trying to call Al Pearce? Or are you?
Oh, we can probably wait till next week.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
today
let's do that
might
next
have
week
been
while
his
it's in
day to
Daytona.
be traveling.
Yeah.
But this would, like I said, this would have been a good day to catch his opinion on the charter and all that.
We can ask him
And
next week. You know, still be
we got since our last show, we got the Tony Stewart news and filled in the
Oh,
blanks
yeah.
and all as far as his injury, and I don't think they filled in the blanks yet as far as
Who's going to be?
who's going to drive when.
Well, they
They're-
said Stenhouse is going to be driving in the Sprint Showdown, and then
and potentially Vickers may drive Daytona.
Yeah, but I don't know about that.
But
though.
he's still got to get approval to
It might-
run, or who knows who else it'll be for.
Ty Dillon. They said
Ty Dillon potentially.
I can see Ty Dillon because of his
It's,
Bass Pro,
Ty's run before for him, so.
Yeah.
and I guess because he's got that Bass Pro Shops connection too. So
So a lot of stuff happening here with only a few weeks to go.
I tell you, it's just just all the crazy stuff. I mean, like you were talking about before we even started about all the changes, this, that, and the other. So,
Charter system,
yeah,
36 charters. 4 spots will be open for the race, so they've lowered the number of cars in the field now by 3. So there'll be 4 open spots for, I guess, independents. It sounds like Michael Waltrip, former team, has 2 charters, and I guess those will be up for sale. And I don't know who else maybe has charters that may be for sale, or who else is seeking charters. So I don't know if that just goes to the highest bidder. I don't know how any of that works. Are they going to have Joe Gibbs and Chip Ganassi and whoever else trying to outbid each other for charters, or what? I don't know.
I don't know. But
I
anywho,
don't know how you're going to outbid Ganassi. He seems to have a ATM with plenty of money.
you always got one of them ATMs that's keep kicking out, stuck
Yeah.
in spit out.
If he can do all that he does, I'm assuming he's like somebody like Penske. Money is not going to be an issue.
Good deal. All right, well, I reckon we might as well wind it on down.
yeah,
A lot of stuff to digest. A lot of new things happening with the drivers. Oh, my buddy Robert Richardson Jr. will be racing in the Daytona 500.
okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
In the I'm allowed to announce it finally. In the 26 car from BK
Okay.
Motorsports.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome. Big here up there. He'll be there. David Reagan.
That's right.
It's cool.
Okay.
So he's going to be racing. I'm going to try to get up with him, see if we can get him on next week.
Okay.
Get him back on. Hopefully it turns into a full season deal. Because he's been looking to get back in because he's been out now about, 3 years, I think.
Okay.
And I miss seeing him out there. And we used to have fun getting him on here. I don't know if you guys ever had him when he was on here.
I don't remember if he's been on since we've been coming in.
But good guy. He's a good person, just like Tiger is.
Okay.
He'll
Cool.
help you out any way he can. But anywho, everybody, we'll catch you guys next week here on Let's Talk Racing. See ya!